Hello everyone, I just wanted to give you a quick tutorial on how to decoupage an egg. Since I see many of you were asking, I thought, well, since I have all my materials, I will give you a quick demonstration, or I'm hoping it's a quick demonstration. So what I use are napkins, so just a regular napkin. And you want to take all the plies off of your napkin. I usually take a little piece of tape, I take it to the corner, and I lift, and I peel off the under layer. Usually napkins have 2 plies, so you want to make sure that you take off all of them. See, there's another one that was very thin. You wouldn't have caught that. But you need them all off, or else the decoupage is not going to stick, or the napkin's not going to stick. So then you want to be left with this really fine piece of napkin. Okay, so once you have the napkin that you're going to use, this is not the one I'm using, it's just that the one I'm using, I had already taken the plies off, so I want to show you that. So then what I like to do is I like to get either wooden eggs from Michael's, or I like to use paper mache eggs. I don't have either of these because I've already, as you see, I've already decorated these a little bit. But I did have an ornament. A friend of mine had sent me this, and I thought, okay, it's a plastic egg. And what I did is, because it was very shiny, I took and I covered it in linen white chalk paint just to give it some tooth so that our materials will stick to it. So this is the egg that I will be working on. I already painted it. It just took one coat. It dries very fast. And that's what we will be using today. So I usually use my washi tapes as stands for my eggs. Next thing is you're going to need some Mod Podge so you can apply the napkin. And then you're also going to need Mod Podge gloss. The other one was matte, so that you can make it nice and shiny, like nice glossy finish if that's what you want. If not, you can use the matte one if that's what you have at home. So what I did is I found this really pretty napkin with these roses on it. I already cut it up just because I didn't want you to be on here watching me cutting things. So I cut these beautiful little pieces off of it and I set them up. So I have the little flowers that I cut, and then I cut these like little embellishment pieces. Let's see, I should have 1, 2, 3, yes, 4. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be using to decorate the egg. So then you want to take some of your Mod Podge. I have a little thing here. I usually just pour some in and get a little brush. The brush I use is a cheap brush, one of these from Crayola, nothing fancy. I don't want to ruin good brushes, but this works just fine. I use all kinds of brushes. I also have this old one, and this used to be a good brush. It's kind of seen its days already, but this one I like because it's a smaller tip, so anything is fine really. Then you're going to take your egg and you're going to just start applying however you want these to go on. So I think what I'll do is I'll start by using a little piece, and I'm just going to put that right on. And what's nice, when you have a white egg, it's nice to have napkins that are white. So that way you have, you don't have a different color popping through and making it look kind of not cohesive. So you want to apply the Mod Podge. Pick up your little piece. Where'd it go? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. And put it down. You can be as generous as you want with this. It dries clear. Oh, am I on camera? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that's the first piece already on. Like I said, this is going to dry clear. Okay, so there you go. So that's the first piece. Then I was going to put some of these on the sides. Again, I'm going to just put some Mod Podge where I'm going to put it, more or less. And I'm going to pick up the piece and put it right down there. And I go over the piece with a little more Mod Podge. So look at that. It's It's already starting to look beautiful. Okay, so that's so far so good. I'll do the other side here. Okay, pick up another piece here, put that on. It doesn't have to be perfect, just have fun with it. What's nice about this is that it's simple, it's not really messy. You cut up pieces. You can do this with your kids. You can do this when you're bored at home. Not that anybody ever has time, because we're all busy. But okay, so look at that. It's already going on. I see here, it's sticking up a little bit. Okay, so there you go. I also have these roses that I wanted to apply, so I thought I'd put one on each side. So let's start putting that on. Trying to do this quickly, and maybe just right there. And let me put some under here, go right over it. It's okay if you have folds, gives it some texture, that's fine. You don't want this to be flat. Okay, so there you go. There, your egg's almost done. And on the other side, we're going to put this other lovely flower. I hope you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, and then we're going to add this one. This one's a little bigger, so it might have to go a little higher, which is fine. Okay. So that's a quick little demonstration of how quick and easy these little eggs are to do. Like I said, the chalk paint dries quickly. Okay, and you want to get a coat of the Mod on top. You want to really get that down in there, okay? So there's our egg, already looking really nice. I'll probably use this on my Christmas tree. And I can probably put some of these up on top here to finish it off, but I'd have to cut them a little. So for the sake of the demonstration, maybe I'll just put this on the little stand here, let it dry. You have to let all that Mod dry. I didn't want to cut on here, but while I am here, I'm going to cut this just to make some little flowers to put on the tops. So we don't need this other stuff here. Okay, so now I have the two little flowers. I'm going to put them on the sides here. Oh. Put one here just to finish it off. There. And I'll put one on the other side. That's a little farther over than I wanted, but that's okay. Again, I don't like them to be too even. I don't mind a little variation. Okay, so there's the egg. And then what I would do, let me put this in my water here, just putting it in the water there. Then what I would do is I would let this dry, and then I'd gloss it. But before I gloss it, I like to use like Posca pens. These are acrylic pens, acrylic marker type pens. I also have Arteza. These are thicker, and the other ones are thinner. And my favorite go-to pen are my Gold Craftsman Smart. I have these in silver, gold, rose gold, and I like to make little dots on them. I'll probably put dots all over this because I'm liking that. But let's put this to the side and I'll show you some examples of the other ones I did. So like with this napkin, that's how I made this beauty here. I just used the different pieces, different patterns, put that on. Then I have this napkin. This is my Sweden napkin. And I use that for this one. This one, after I was done, I put a coat of what do you call it? Just some acrylic paint. I used a Titan Buff golden acrylic on this one, just to warm it up. And then I have my dollar horses. I love dollar horses. That's how I did this one. Then just put spots all over it with a blue marker. It's that one. I have this lobster napkin. I'm just showing you the different ones I've used. And I got all these little lobsters on here and tore up bits of the black in the middle to just put spotting all over it to match. And I have this napkin, which I love, and I tore pieces off of it, as you see here. And I just put the torn pieces. Some of them are layered on top of each other, but I think this looked beautiful. Kind of looks like almost tissue paper, stained glass effect. So those are some of the ones that I did with the napkins I have. I also then just drew some. Like I said, I love that gold marker. This is all done with the markers. So that was kind of fun. And this was a bee napkin that I had. It was so cute. And then I just put all the little lines on it to decorate it. So yeah, so use your imagination. There's a lot of different things you can do. This is one napkin that I put around here, and then the little chickie is another napkin. Another one that I used different napkins. This is all one. This was one napkin, the trim on one. This is a pattern off another one, and this is from another napkin. All these little pieces here. That one I thought came out really lovely. Okay, so back to our little egg. Here it is. I'm going to just shake up my pen here. And I'm just going to put little spots on it. Let's see if I can do this. Just to give it some little oomph. Kind of get it to be a little more cohesive. Try not to touch where you put the marker because it will smear and it's not pretty. That one. Okay, so there we go. So there's my egg. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it, well, I have to let it dry a little, but in the end, I will, once this dries, that's going to take a little while, I will give it a coat of the Mod Podge. And just one coat, and then it'll be nice and glossy. Here's another one. So you see, I can't tell if you can see the gloss, but there's a gloss on that one, and it's from this. So yeah, so just one coat of that and let it dry really well. I sometimes do half the egg, let it sit and dry, then I do the other half. I won't make you sit through that. But if you have any questions for me, just let me know. Just drop them in the comments. Thanks. Have a good night.